talking.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to Knicks Freestyle. Right? We gonna get straight into it. Right? I'm joined by Free Keith and the Ghetto Intellect, the stars of the show. We were chopping it up behind the scenes. We can't wait to get into this Kemba Walker conversation. Right? Gi, if you can. If you can you enlighten everybody into what we were talking about right before we came on?
Okay, so fellas, first of all, I want to apologize to the chat for the last 2 days. I know I've been a little ornery. You know, I'm an old man, so I'm not this pain, man. It's long suffering. So sometimes I don't deal with it properly. So I apologize. I've been snippy and snappy the last 2 days. But back to Leon Rose. Guys, tell me why I should be giving Leon Rose credit for Kemba Walker not working out in Boston, getting shipped off to OKC, getting bought out, and getting brought to a team that Kemba trying to get a Chris Paul bag. There's not many places he can go to do that and have the minutes he can have and do what he can do in New York. So I just think the relationship between Kemba and New York is one of convenience, one that we will benefit from, but one of convenience. I can't say Rose masterfully made this happen.
I think that's just hate, really. But that's cool though. The real rap is hate. It's hate. We know how it go down. Come on. Stop with all the dramatics. You mad dramatic right now. Relax. Bro, nobody is here saying Leon Rose is like sweet baby Jesus of basketball executive management. But here's what my man did, yo. We got a multi-year all-star who just got bread from his team to walk away, and we got a multi-year all-star, only 31, still not the oldest on the team, for pennies. Bro, his old team is paying for him to be on our team. That's a masterful deal, bro. Masterful. Sorry. And you know what even makes it more masterful? Because like we've been talking for days and different scenarios and different people and different who trade, what free agent, this, that. Nobody thought that this was even an option. I think it was one cat, Shank. Shout out to Shank. You know who he is. Shout out to Shank. He was the only person I seen even mention like days ago, like, you know who'd be good? You know what? I wish we're gonna peel off Kemba. That's what he said 5 days ago. That was the only person I even heard mention that.
Yo.
So literally, this all happened today. Well, to us, it happened today. Obviously, it's been happening for days, if not weeks.
I think
but go ahead, y'all carry on. Y'all carry on with your conspiracy theories.
Now, I think it might have been on the table, and smart agents are going to do that. Smart agents will go to the front office and be like, yo, y'all thinking about buying us out? Or would you consider buying us out? We willing to negotiate. You know what I'm saying? And so a smart agent going to do that and go to the team. And then that same smart agent will put the word out to NBA teams that there's a possibility that my client will be bought out. You know what I'm saying? Letting the other teams know that he might be available. Now, what was super smart on Leon Rose's side is not allowing this to play out over the course of days, limiting options, striking when the iron's hot. That's why I give him credit for it. The fact Leon Rose can't go run the Knicks front office. You see how he's running our front office and go run Oklahoma City front office. You know what I'm saying? It was an opportunity that was there, unexpected. And Leon Rose took advantage of it. That's what I'm giving him credit for. Good job, Leon Rose, for getting Kemba Walker.
Teams unexpectedly buy $70 million players out. Like we didn't even hear talk about that around the league. Talk about that.
I just I just think we were. I do got to give Rose credit for.
Wait, is that me or who? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, what happened? I don't know. Gi, everything all right?
I'm here.
Yeah. We was waiting for you to finish.
Oh, I thought Keith started talking. I'm sorry.
No.
I just think we got a little lucky, and that's okay. You got to have some luck on your side. Do got to give Rose credit for keeping flexible. This is where they say that the roster is built with flexibility, so you could. Where Keith go?
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back in.
Oh, okay. I think that he's keeping the roster flexible. The salary's flexible, so he can make a move like this. But I'm still looking to see when some of that Rose when are we going to get some of that Rose magic? Because this was a big swing. This was when we made this move. This was going out and get a big time
This wasn't
GM.
a big swing.
No.
A big swing.
No. When we hired. Yeah, there was other industry guys we could have got that was less. We went and got this. Rose was a big swing, so I'm just gonna hang out. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna relax. I'm not gonna be a little faith, but I am still gonna wait one day for Rose's big swing. At some point,
This is the second.
His name.
There is a thing, the actual patterns, yo. Leon Rose's first off season here, first draft, got obviously was disciplined enough, knew who he wanted, got who he wanted, and got out the draft with extra future draft assets. Okay, was it a fluke? Is this what he does? Like, nobody understands how Leon moves. Like, he doesn't talk to the media. Cool. All we can do is observe patterns. Year 2 comes around. Just coming out of the draft. What happens? Like, tries to trade up to get the guy that they want. Bomb, not working. Bomb, not working. Tried again, not working. All right, cool. The guys we scoped at 19, the guy that we scoped at 19, it's looking like we could get him at further back. We wasn't really even planning on leaving this draft with more than two rookies anyway, because we was about to trade all those draft picks to move up. So we wasn't really expecting to come out this draft with 4 rookies anyway. Cool. What we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead. We already scoped out the guys we wanted. The just in case. This is how we fall back to our plan C. We trade back, trade out for another asset, get 4 guys. Our plan C. Scoop them, and now we got future draft assets. So now I'm realizing the pattern. This is how he attacks. This is the discipline to which him and his administration are going to be attacking drafts. They know specifically who they want. They're willing to deal last minute, to do last minute deals if they feel like those draft picks are enough, or I should say, like, are too much for the people that they want. I'm not mad at that. They can create. Leon knows how to look for and create value.
Yeah, but that's an opposite mindset than others, and I get it. And I can't say it's not going to work, but during the process, he's risking the opportunity of not finding that gem in the rough in the draft that can become that superstar, because he's not drafting for high potential. He's drafting a safe pick.
To you. Dude, like, this is why the scouting department gets paid what they get paid, bro. This is why they get millions. Like this, like he and their team is trusting the scouting department. These are the guys we want out of this draft. Bang, 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 bang. That's it. These are it. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's a tale of results, because thus far their decision making has worked out golden.
Are you suggesting that they're thinking Grimes or McBride are going to be superstars?
No. Come on, man. Who was thinking that we was going to get a superstar at 19? Please raise your hand so I can slap you in your mouth.
No, that's
Oh, nobody.
That was phrased. So that was phrased odd, right? Well, what GI is meaning is high upside rookies. Not superstar. He's not superstar. He said
at the level to which we picked, they obviously sussed out who they wanted, and they already knew who they wanted around the area we picked. So it doesn't matter if they got him at if it was looking like they was going to get him at 19, or if it was looking like they was going to get him at 25. They were going to get the same person.
Your responses let me know. Your responses are letting me know you're not understanding. Let's move on because we're gonna keep dragging on. I know because you're not understanding. You're not understanding what your response is not what I'm saying at all. Because sometimes when you get down there at 19, that's why the Kawhis, that's why these players that build out in 2 years, 3 years, but you're going to give them minutes in 2 or 3 years. We're not going like that. We're drafting, and then we're putting 4 rookies. I mean, we're putting big time minutes over top of our draft picks. So our development is going to be delayed. That's guaranteed. Just look at the roster. That's black and white. That's not an opinion.
I know the people who picked Kawhi thought that he was going to be good or whatever, but you think that they thought that he'd be what he is right now?
They drafted him on potential because of what he could do, because of his hands and his size and all of that difference.
I feel you, but to this degree, you think that they thought that he'd be what he is today, a top 3 player in the NBA?
Again,
you thought that?
Again, for every Kawhi you take a swing on, there's a Harold Miner. All I'm saying is
that their scouting department was better than every other team in front of them who didn't pick Kawhi.
No, I want to let this argument go because I'm gonna be honest. We're not connecting eye to eye, and it's just a waste of time. Because that's not what I'm saying. Your responses is not to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
how do you understand?
I tried just now. What I'm saying is, they are not drafting on potential. They're drafting the solid go now player, and that's who we got. Solid go now players, role guys, right? But sometimes you have got to try to get that gem in the rough, especially if you're not going to be able to sign free agents. So unless some big trade happens, we're going to continue to build this mediocre in the road team. And we've been here before. We've been that team that could get to 7th or 8th in the every NBA playoffs, get knocked off in the first round, have a 19 pick, and do the same thing. I'm just scared we could get after 2 years. I've seen it once, I've seen it twice. So it's not unreasonable to say we're gonna keep going in this purgatory state, not get high draft picks. It's hard to do both. And I've been saying the same thing for a long time.
We just hit the playoffs for the first time in almost a decade, brother. Like, what do you mean? Like, we already trapped in some kind of mediocrity, bro? Like we ain't even get to our second playoffs yet. You like what is this? Like, you pre-complaining? Like, I don't even understand.
I didn't say we're attracting mediocrity. I said we've been there in the 90s. I've seen this, and I don't want us to go the same route. I just want to start to put him on notice. We gave him a complete pass last year. We gave him a complete pass through the season when no real moves were made, when we thought moves could be made. I never challenged him in his first year. I'm
sorry, go ahead. My fault.
No, it's all right, because remember who they are. Remember what we bought. I don't want to just treat him like any old GM that just got hired at, some backward. This is the biggest agent that's been in the game since David Funk, and this is Worldwide West, the superstar whisperer, and who they came out with was
you're imposing a mental timetable on them. Like, you don't know how he moves. Like, meaning that, like, the speed to which you want some mega moves or fans want these mega moves to happen is not how it's obvious. Like that's not how he moves. But what he will get you is results. He will get you results in a more crafty way. Like we're literally putting together. We're putting together this is a well put together team, bro. Like, and that's no BS. Like. We got Rose.
It's well put together for the short term. There's no long term plan in this. So remember,
buddy, you don't know that though. That's my point. Like the NBA,
you don't know that either though. But Keith, I have on black and white.
Your assumption is like, all movement stop after the next move. Come on, bro.
It's not an assumption.
This is fluid. The NBA is fluid.
The way
look at the Bulls. The Bulls ain't have no bread, no cap space. Look at the moves that they made. That's what I'm saying.
But you're not allowing me because honestly, Keith, between us right now, you're the one speaking from conjecture and emotion. I am telling you, we have an all-pro player who, and I want to talk about that in a sec too tonight. We have an all-pro player sitting on as an expiring contract. I just realized Randle's value, his greatest value is right now as an all-pro player. Name what other all-pro player on an expiring contract besides Julius Randle? You can't find one.
Okay.
And that's so we haven't committed to him. Let me finish.
But I don't feel bad about that though.
Come on, man. Come on.
You gotta let me finish too, because now I'm going to lay it all out. Now lay that next to you just signed guys who have only 2-year deals, right? So they're gonna take up minutes from the guys this year. They're gonna take up minutes but there's no long-term commitment to these guys that we're feeling good about. So so we're feeling good about them getting us through next season and sitting as trade bait. I guess I'm just trying to see, what are we feeling good about? What of this team, with the contracts we have, with the length of contracts, RJ's got to re-up, Mitch is on an expiring deal, Randle's on an expiring deal. What of this current construct of this team says I see a long-term vision in it? I guess because I'm a numbers guy, so I guess that's why I'm having a hard time.
Bro, dude, you know what? You're 100% correct, because like we are looking at it wrong. Because I actually, to me, it's always a tale of results. Always. I don't care what moves you make or don't make, or the thoughts or pretty sentiments in the media. Like, what were your results? Because this is sport. What was the W's to L's? And like, bro, this is the second year of their administration. And what did they do in the first year? Maybe not all the moves that you wanted to make. Maybe not all the moves I wanted to make, but you know what they accomplished? They accomplished almost doubling our season win prediction. That's an accomplishment, and that's an accomplishment that's results based. That's a results based accomplishment. The playoffs sucked. Cool. Not mad at that, because the team that beat us actually went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not mad at the playoffs. But like the team of itself, bro, was a work of it was good work. So whatever moves that Leon chose to do or chose not to do, the results panned out. Let's see if that's the same thing again. Like let's see if that's continuing.
It's just unfair. It's just unfair that you would give any of Tibbs credit to anybody else but Tibbs.
Right.
Tibbs is 100%. With Leon didn't add it. Nobody. Leon added.
Who hired Tibbs?
Okay.
Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, stop it. The responsibility, the shit runs downhill, and where does the responsibility fall? You can't blame somebody for not doing something, and something that they did, they get no credit for.
I didn't say I wasn't giving him credit or discredit to the success of the
He formed his organization.
I was just saying
he formed his organization.
Okay. I'll give him credit for that.
I'll say this.
Anybody that you like anybody that you do like under Leon is because of Leon.
Well, okay. So since we
am I wrong? Am I lying?
No. What I'm saying is, since you highlighting the beauty marks, let's highlight some of the scars, right? Let's highlight the inactivity at the trade deadline when the Knicks desperately needed point guard play, and both point guards were injured, and Leon Rose didn't bring in anybody. Let's also look at some of the names of the players that aren't here that Leon Rose brought in, that Tibbs found out were not NBA players, like Amari Spellman, Jacob Evans, Michael Kidd Gilchrist, Scal Labissiere, Terrence Ferguson, Vincent Poirier.
None of them made it to the those are Knicks.
Right. Yes. Leon Rose acquired those guys. Leon Rose acquired those guys. They were not NBA players. Tibbs wouldn't play them. As a matter of fact, Vincent Poirier and Terrence Ferguson, who we traded for at the trade deadline, neither are point guards. Both got cut before they even officially became Knicks. We acquired them in a trade and cut them the same day, right? They were involved in the East Dakis trade, in a trade to get us cap room, right? And with that cap space, we signed Luka Vildoza.
And some of these and some of these draft picks that we like now.
No. Those didn't correlate, bro. Not correlate directly. You know what I'm saying? Those didn't correlate directly. The cap space we saved, we gave it to Norvel Pell, who got cut, and Luka Vildoza.
I'm gonna let y'all.
What I'm saying is there's a balance.
D Rose for a bag of chips. DSJ and a bag of chips was Leon's Rose move too. Yeah, for Derrick Rose.
Amazing. That was an amazing move.
That's an amazing. Where is DSJ even going to be in the league? Any like he traded him for a second round pick. They traded Derrick Rose.
Right. They traded a second round pick in DSJ.
And I'm not saying that the dude is perfect, because I'm not putting that on. I'm not putting that on, hanging that on any human being. But I look at the way that he moves and he makes very savvy moves, and he's also pretty conservative, which is an odd thing to me. But he gets results on the back end.
He's absolutely made worse. He's made moves that hurt the team more than he's made to help the team. There's no question. He's made
moves that hurt the team more.
Because you don't understand how important Halliburton would be to this team from a defensive standpoint. He would be Tibbs' favorite player.
Okay, you got a specific person that you've got to gripe. Okay, so him not getting Halliburton is the biggest thing, and it's bigger.
Big error.
Yeah, I would say it was definitely. I mean, looking at revisionist history, we could definitely say, because Tyrese Halliburton was also thin and coming off an injury entering the draft. So I could see where a smart GM would have pause about taking him, but you couldn't deny the kid's upside. But to do this in a draft 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. Now it's making us think that this cat doesn't value the draft at all.
I'm not prepared to judge him on this year's draft until I see what he missed on. So this year's draft is not my beef, Keith. Keep my draft. I said, yo, chill out, guys. I came on
last draft. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, I came on like you after the draft. Like, yo, guys, relax. Wait till free agency. And then I just saw that, we're still far away from being players. So I would prefer. So let me say why I'm saying this, so I could put some respect on it, make it make sense. I would prefer we play young players at this stage of the game. If winning is not going to get us clout with vets anyway, the only other way to get us clout is to have a bunch of young players that have amazing potential, that look like they're going to be the superstars in the league in 2 and 3 years. And then that's how, find a Devin Booker, find, you name them, find those guys, and then Chris Paul will want to come play there. That's the only other answer. It's not it's not Evan Fournier and Walker who's trying to use you to get another contract. These not the guys that's going to turn the corner for the franchise.
Evan Fournier, possibly Kemba, but Evan Fournier, Kemba, Derrick Rose to some degree, although I think that to a lesser degree than those other two. Like, bro, like these are obvious trade bait, man. Obvious. Like, these are obvious cushioners for a trade. Obvious. This is why I love the moves so much more, yo. Like when the time comes, y'all gonna come back to me and be like, yo, like, yeah, yo, Keith, you told us, like, yeah, you was right. Dude, when that trade deadline hits and we got literal productive players in Burks, Fournier, all these other cats that's not RJ, Randall, IQ, and possibly Obi, but definitely not those three. Plus all the draft assets we have. Watch something happen. Watch something happen, yo. Watch something happen.
Hey, Free Keith, let me ask you this. Are you surprised that the Knicks did not make a major move in the 2 years since Leon Rose has been here? Okay.
Nope.
So
and you know why?
Okay.
You know why? And it's not for the lack of it's two things that make me feel confident about that. A, Leon and his team don't leak. They don't leak no information. They don't leak. We know that by now, right?
Right.
They don't leak. So their movements are done straight in silence. And this is evidenced by Worldwide West actually getting caught trying to holler at somebody else, trying to holler at Beal to get him to force a trade. And that was NBA news. So I know they working in the background. While working in the background, if you really not trying to do nothing. All right, cool. So that let me know that there's something going on. There's stuff going on. We just don't hear about it. And we're not supposed to because of how they doing the work that they're doing. Right. Worldwide West is out there in the streets. Like, we got stuff bubbling. All I need are the wins in the meantime. And they handling the wins in the meantime well.
So Worldwide West is out there in the streets. Yeah,
I can pull up articles. I can pull up articles if you need receipts.
So Worldwide West is out there in the streets with a fat travel budget and a bunch of receipts and no results.
No results that you know of yet because it's on your timetable. This is year 2. This is coming into year 2, bro. Like, you just have a different timetable than they have.
So was he out in the streets last year? So you gotta help me understand though, Keith. So he was
in the streets last year. He almost got in trouble for it. Yes, he was in the streets.
So he's out.
He almost got in trouble for it. He always got in trouble for it for the NBA. He was in the streets.
How many years will he be out in the streets before these moves manifest?
I don't know, but I understand what your frustration is. It's the same as other fans. It's the movement time. Like, your frustration is time. Like, oh, look at what's going on. Like, how long it's taking. Like, nothing's going on because you don't see anything happening now or within the time period that you foresaw. But that's honestly, just a matter of time.
Honestly, the man who is the owner of the team has been the owner since I have been a businessman. And I don't expect that he has changed a bit. So I am paying attention to how many years went into this because I know how many years that he can stomach. And we're about a year or 2 away from that. So
as long as we winning, gangster. As long as we winning, Dolan is gonna be all right.
Is going out of the first round every year winning?
Bro, it's being in the playoffs in almost a decade. Yes, they bought themselves time, brother. They bought themselves time. They did what no other administration could do in 9 years, bro. They bought themselves some time with Dolan. Trust. He's gonna give them time to work.
Right. Hey,
Trust.
So I think the Kemba Walker acquisition and what Tibbs did on the floor are two separate arguments and debates. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm wrong, but the thing is I think what Tom Thibodeau did was turn chicken doo-doo into chicken salad is what he did with this NBA team this past season.
I think he got the NBA Player of the Year award. I mean, NBA Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year, yeah, because he did the most with the least, right?
Where he did that? Wow, that was a good pickup by Leon.
Yeah,
definitely a good pickup. Hey, that was definitely good coaching call.
No doubt.
Definitely a good coaching.
No doubt, but in a room of flawed and ugly candidates, Tom Thibodeau was the best because he had already won Coach of the Year. All the other candidates that were out there that were available had never won Coach of the NBA Coach of the Year.
So wait, there wasn't no other because I remember there was tons of fan debate. You're telling me there was no other coach that with credentials of that sort that.
No, that's not what I said.
He hasn't won anything. He doesn't have any championships.
That's not what I said.
No, but I'm saying that so there was no other coach of like a not winning championships level.
No, what I said was
what are you saying?
Tom Thibodeau. I'm getting to that. Tom Thibodeau was the best candidate out of all the candidates that were available.
Out of all of
plus he won NBA Coach of the Year in his first season in Chicago. And if you look,
you're really reaching to try to make the guy look like it was just the only choice. Like it wasn't. There was other capable candidates. We had discussions for days about the candidates, the coaching candidates available.
Where are those other coaching candidates coaching at right now?
Yo.
I'm asking, where's Kenny Atkinson coaching right now?
Yeah, none of them got a job. None of the guys that was trying to get the Knicks job got a job.
Right. That's
Atkinson was a good coach.
I'm not. What I'm saying, I'm not denying that Leon Rose did a good job in the hiring process. That's not what I'm saying. I think he built an excellent.
That's exactly what you're saying.
No. What I'm saying is Leon Rose hiring Tibbs was easy. I'm saying that was easy. That was easy. He should have.
It was easy because he was a CAA client.
Right, and they also had been friends for years, close friends for years. Right,
close friends.
And yep. They said it.
Business.
Business.
You make me money. You're definitely my friend.
Well, I mean, probably so, but they both had said the New York Knicks job was their dream job. Both of them had said that, and both of them had said that they had been friends for over 30 years. Right. Okay. And so I'm not knocking what Leon Rose did there. I'm trying to get to a point where Leon Rose has built an excellent front office and allowed Tibbs to put together an excellent coaching staff, right? And it translated to immediate wins on the court is what I'm getting at. I'm not hating on Rose for that, right?
I can't take that from Rose.
Right. Because he's got an excellent capologist. He kept continuity by keeping Scott Perry. He brought in Worldwide West. He brought in a draft expert in Walt Perrin. So he covered all of his bases. And if you're a nerd like me that read articles about staff and development, the Knicks have probably potentially the best front office in the NBA right now. And other teams are looking to poach these personnel, the personnel from the Knicks after 1 year, right? Because they because they see the great job that the Knicks front office has done in their limited time. The unfortunate part is when contracts come up, you got to renegotiate. You know what I'm saying? So we may or may not be able to keep all these people past August 31st. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. But a lot of that has to do with the culture that we create here too. Like, right. And don't get that twisted. Like when you're counting pennies, like those kind of things matter. Like, do I leave or do I stay with in this environment that I really like?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely makes a difference, and it looks like we're building a good culture.
Right. Right. See, that's where I'm trying to give Leon Rose credit. I'm trying to give Leon Rose credit for doing that thing there, because you can't do all of these things like what Free Keith said. You can't do all these things in 1 or 2 years. You got to give them time. So I'm trying to give him credit for doing that in this limited amount of time. He kept the talent that was already in the Knicks front office, did away with the cats that were stealing checks, and brought in more talented people, because there are about 38, 39 people in the front office, right? It's not just the big five that we always mention, right? It's other people, assistant GMs, people that do good jobs that name don't be said at press conferences. Leon Rose did a good job of retaining that talent and bringing in talent from the outside, right? And so while he did that, he also had to manage draft and free agency and turning around a terrible culture. So while we say, so what I'm saying about Leon Rose is his grade is incomplete. My frustration with him is the draft, this one specific thing, not overall. And because I'm not saying that I'm judging Leon Rose overall on everything that he's done since he's been team president. I'm calling Leon Rose an idiot for trading back in the draft, trading 19 to save $2.5 million, and then you give $2.8 million to Taj Gibson. So you save 2.5 so that you could you basically forego high upside rookies for Taj Gibson. Is basically what I'm seeing, right? Not Kemba Walker, because Kemba Walker was unexpected, but he did a good job taking
To you.
Yes,
to you.
To me, a high upside rookie is more important.
To me, too. I'm saying to me, to us, they was unexpected. But you don't understand what's being built. Like, that's rebuilding. The thought process and the direction that you're coming from, Freezy, is one of like a team that's still kind of like speculatively building. I mean, rebuilding. Like, the team isn't rebuilding, they are building. So like a solid piece like Taj is looking more valuable now, not for what his on court. That $2.3 million is worth it for the locker room. It's worth it for his playoff experience and his poise. It's worth it for where the team is at now. So it's a little bit worth more than a speculative rookie that they didn't scout for. They got the guys they scouted for.
I'm sorry.
This is a very disciplined approach. I dig it. I see it and I dig it.
This team was not. I can say they're patient about the moves. They don't jump out the window. But to have 8 guards on this team and only one wing, 6'8", that is not responsible. There's no way. What would motivate these young players to want to be on this team, to want to die hard Knicks? This Vildoza guy, we talked all of this. He's probably gonna get released. Some of the moves, if you're making a move and then a month later you're undoing that move, that's just not how business is done. But if you want me to believe, we'll see long term. But to have the number of drafts that we have and no responsible wings right now, but RJ, who is better fit at 2. That part of the team building, I'm not buying, but I'm over it. I just hope somebody 6'9" comes in that door who can defend the win.
But GIA can't do that, because right now, as we speak, I'm sorry for you, but as we speak, the roster sits at 19 players. As we speak, 19 players signing contract. Right? By the regular season, we have to have 15 plus 2. 15 on the roster and two ways. Yeah. So right now we're at 19. So the only way we can acquire this player right now without cutting somebody is via trade. You know what I'm saying? I mean the smart way to do it is via trade.
I mean, the only way. There's no bread.
Right. So either we're gonna. I like the roster. Right. I like the roster. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that roster is very interesting. Very interesting roster, yo. Yeah, I like I like the roster in an intriguing way. I don't know if I like the roster as a championship contender, but I definitely think it's intriguing, right? Now, hey, so let me ask GI this. So, GI, what move is there to be made for said player that you think will improve the team? And if we acquire that guy, is he a starter, or are you looking at guys to come off the bench to be, say, a bench mob in that bench mob role?
Leon Rose could make me wear rose-colored shirts tomorrow, or the very next day. He does whatever it takes to get Kelly Oubre on this team.
Oh, please no.
If we get Kelly Oubre on this team,
For what?
because you need somebody that's going to go out and defend the dogs every night. Every night. That's what Bullock brought to this team last year. I don't want to go into. I don't want to lose what we may have missed as the heart and soul of the team. I don't want to I don't want to lose a heart and soul. We know that Randle's fragile. RJ's young.
Randle is fragile.
He's fragile from a standpoint that he doesn't have multiple aspects to how he goes about his game. What he does very well. If any piece, he doesn't have triple threat. He doesn't have triple threat. He doesn't say, you know what, I'm not hitting my jumper. Let me go ahead and start using it.
He is dangerous from all three levels. He scores at all three levels.
Keith, when the stuff hit the fan last year, he couldn't get layups. He could hit the jumpers.
He 5-on-1, bro. Like
exactly. That's not going to change. That's not changing
change now, dude. We got 5 cats on the team. Right? We got 5 cats on the team right now.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to think positive. If health-wise, we're going to be a hell of an offensive team. If Rose and the Bronx kid stay healthy, yes, we're gonna be Kemba. We're gonna be phenomenal. So yes, I'm gonna think positively. We're gonna be phenomenal. But Randle is still going to be a big piece of what gets done next year. He absolutely is. So
yeah, of course he is. Like, why wouldn't he be a big piece of what goes on? If he's gonna be one of the top 3 options.
Yeah.
He's number one option. He's going to be number one option.
We don't know how that's going to pan out. We don't know how that's going to you could call it like that. I don't know that's how it's panning out coming to the season. They got a full off season to work, which is, to me, the star of this whole thing is the off season. If the off season was a person, the off season would be the star pickup.
For me, I'm not changing anything in that front lineup the way we played last year. I'm going out there and play the same way we played last year, with Rose starting and Randle running that rock, and I'm bringing Kemba off the bench as a straight assassin.
And it could flip either way, either Rose starting or Kemba starting. But to me, it's Rose, and it's Rose 1 and Rose 2.
Kemba offensively at this point is ages over Rose because his jump shot. If his jumper gets to fall in, you can't stop Kemba. You might as well just clear the floor. He get 50. Rose can't get 50.
Then he should start and keep Rose where he's at and let him be the 6th man.
To my Rose. Well, it sounds as if y'all have faith that Leon Rose can pull something off.
No, because I don't know who Keith wants. Keith, you don't think we need a 6'9" person who can guard? You're fine with RJ. You're fine going in the rest of the season with RJ guarding LeBron, RJ guarding Middleton, RJ guarding KG.
I kind of am. But only reason is because, like, I have a lot more faith. I have a lot more faith in this offseason than y'all do. That's really the reason.
No, Keith.
And this is my logic.
Just say that though, bro. Thank you.
This is my logic. Although all things were the same for every team in the league, with no offseason last season, what we accomplished with no offseason last season and coming together during the season like we did, I feel like with an action, this is why I've been a proponent of, like, running it back with as many of the same people as possible. I've been saying that. Like, I hope like the way it's working out is exactly how I hope. Get rid of the chaff and go ahead and add some people. I wanted to see more people added than taken away, and let's run it back. Let's have this full off season now. Now we got a full off season after the chemistry building of this season, and now we got a full off season. I feel like it's magic coming on the other side of this off season, brother.
Keith, what you just said was not a response to me saying, are you okay with RJ going out there night in, night out? And I just asked you how you comfortable with that. You said how the team is built, and you just went on none of that.
That is what I meant to say by that, is that like as a beneficiary of this offseason, RJ being one of them, I definitely think that we are coming out with, like, because it's Tibbs, like the team defense of the product that we're going to see is the one thing I'm not questioning. I'm not really questioning, especially not with no full offseason with Tibbs. I'm just not questioning the defense of the team. I'm not questioning team defense. So like that's just me.
So you said so and I'm gonna leave it alone. We'll wait to play the game. I think we're not being realistic on how physical.
We're looking for individual matchups. I feel like RJ is going to know his part well enough within the team's defense, within the team dynamic of defense, to like that he will be able to handle those guys that we're talking about, because the whole team will be moving to handle everyone. Like that's what I feel.
So I have a answer for GI. Right. So I have GI. I'll answer your question. I ain't gonna dodge it. Can I? Would you like for me to answer it?
Yeah. I could get comfortable with what Keith said. It's gonna be a team approach, but I'm just sitting here thinking of all the games last year that Bullock was out there on the island, and I'm like, well, how come they didn't employ the team approach for Bullock? Why'd they leave him on the island, but now they're gonna employ the team approach for RJ? But I can't wait to see it.
I've seen Bullock do extraordinary things. I'm not saying that he individually wasn't a help at, you know what I'm saying, at given individual times, but him being able to be put in that position so that he could focus on his one man, like those kind of things is team defense. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not so much like how we came into last season. Did we expect the team's defense to be one of the top 3 defense? No, we didn't. Cats thought that
we didn't expect nothing about last season.
No way. Cats thought Elf didn't defend well. Cats thought Randle wasn't a good defender. Cats, you know what I'm saying? Like all these people individually that everybody was like weren't good on defense, all of a sudden came together and like they're playing team defense. You can't point any one individual out besides maybe a Bullock who's extraordinary, or Frank when he played and wasn't fouling. But like you're watching a good flow of defense. And my thing was all those things were picked up basically during the season because there was no off season. So can we imagine a world in which we now have all of that plus an off season? I just feel like it's going to matter.
You're imagining that world without a 6'8" beast at defense, though. But okay.
I also don't think that we're done. I don't think that the movements are done. I just don't think we're done. And I don't think we're going to be stagnant. I just don't think that it's going to be the moves and at the times that people want.
Hey, so I'm gonna answer GI's question. Right. So GI, this is how I answer your question, right? I believe the next
Soul and Bodega, my fault.
So let me do this real quick. Sergeant Knicks, aka G-Man for life. Thank you for the super chatter platter. Love the debate. Great to see Blorange's network is on fire. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the love. I think the next move is to sign Long Island native Danny Green, right? A wing defender that can also shoot the 3. Now, with that said, I'm not saying bring in Danny Green to be a starter. What I'm saying is bring him in limited minutes to get you that defense that GI desperately craves, and the 3-point shooting, right? How much do you pay him? You either bring him in at a discount, or you don't bring him in at all. Period. Right? And what a small move like that does is it extends your rotation, right? And it also shows Tom Thibodeau that you're buying into his philosophy of making open 3-pointers and D'ing up like a dog. Anybody have beef with bringing in former NBA champion, a very good defender and 3-point shooter Danny Green?
No, I don't have any problem with that. I don't have any problem with that. Oh, Hadouken was good.
GI, you got any
and that's my point. Like my theory or my thinking from right now is not based on the fact that like, oh, like this is our last move ever. Like there's never going to be any other moves. Like, yo, like the NBA is liquid, it's fluid. Like there are going to be other moves, and I don't even expect us to be done. Like
the NBA
we're doing before even the off season's done. Like I just think that there's more to be had.
The past 2 years, the NBA has been extremely liquid and fluid, and the Knicks have not been a part of it. So they're not ready. Based upon, if I'm going to listen to what you have to say, if I'm going to listen to your point, Keith, they're not ready. They're not moving. But for you to suggest that now they're going to be ready, you're arguing that your argument that you're giving goes against your same opinion. You don't know when they're going to be ready. So for now, we have to assume this is the team. This is black and white. This is concrete, because we don't know when they're going to be ready. We don't know when they're going to move. They don't tell us anything. We can't project. We can only take what we see.
Exactly. So I see wins. So
hey, so
I see wins. I see a lot of wins.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like I can only take what I see, and the product the actual physical product that I'm ending up with and seeing is like it's a winning team. We had a winning season. Like literally, we literally had a winning season.
Hey guys, let me ask you this:
the first winning season in ever.
Yeah. So we got.
It's got to count for something.
We got about 30 minutes left, and so do you guys want to how do y'all feel about opening up the chat to beat up on some people in the video chat?
But I got the topic though. I got the topic, and maybe we need to kick it while people. I got the topic.
I'm with that.
And maybe y'all can help me. And if y'all don't like it, but it's a little conspiracy-ish, and it might be a little too heavy. But
oh boy,
yeah. What if? Yeah, because we have the only all-pro player on an expiring contract. I can't think of the last all-pro player unless Randle chooses to be this way, and it could be. Then it'd be a waste of time. But I just believe if Randle was Tatum putting up the same numbers, the Knicks fans would be dying to sign him. I just think if Randle's name was anything else, doing exactly what it is that Randle does great, that not anybody else does. If take these guys and put them in Randle's shoes and let them do what Randle does, and they'd be screaming to sign. Why isn't he signed already? Give him his max. I don't know what the problem people have with Julius Randle, the individual, because it's personal.
Right? Yeah.
It's personal, and they wanted him to be.
They hate Julius
everything
Randle.
that they say about Elf. They wanted it to be Randle too. They wanted to be able to kick Randle's back in too. And that's why I've been telling people it's the investment in hate, bro. When people invest in hate, like it's very hard to put those chips down unless you get a return on that investment, man. Cats don't walk away from hate. They're looking for their thoughts to become true.
Open the video chat though. Open it. You know we share and share alike. Let me tell you something, man. It hurts my feelings because this man is gonna put up an amazing season. You gotta know that he is. He's gonna work on his game. You can hate. The more you hate, but the fact of the matter that he is ready to be. He's gonna be the scapegoat for what him and Tibbs are going to be the scapegoat because Tibbs not playing those young guys and Randle's going to play his style.
Right.
Tim and Tibbs.
They set it up so I'm gonna do one better, like to piggyback on what you're saying. And the fans set it up so that, like, even if he does well and rocks out, they're gonna be like, oh well, what about the playoffs? What about
Don't
the
pay
playoffs?
him. Don't pay him. You can't pay him. Already the thing is, I don't know. Is there any conversation about whether they sat at the table and tried to come up with any numbers?
Dude, these dudes got a relationship, man. We talk and don't even realize how important that. Oh, here this dude come. Oh man,
hey, get some love, brother. He said, "Oh, here this dude."
You know I love you, big homie. You know I love you, big homie.
You my man, 50 grand and all, brother. Hey, yeah, you know I got love.
This right here is more beefy and less cordial than other lives. When you get G.I., Free Keith, and myself together, trust there's beef in the air. So
we looking for.
It could have been any one of us.
I'm listening, and me and Free Keith don't usually do this, but we do it cordially. But I had to turn up a little bit on him tonight. Yeah, because he was bumpy, y'all. He was bumpy, y'all.
Y'all got G.I. out here getting spicy.
Yeah, but guess what I made you do? I made you go deep with that thought to where I said, okay, all right, I see what you said, but that other stuff, I wasn't buying that. You ain't gonna just tell me it ain't all your time. And then he tries to make it personal. Everybody just because they ain't do what you want them to do. Because I said Halliburton, they think I thought Obi was the greatest pick in America until Obi took the floor, and I said, hold up, whoa, yo, nah. He's damn as good as return. That Halliburton boy out there directing traffic, that's what we need right now. Bullock was hurt. Burks was hurt. Was mentally shot. Rivers, I said, could you imagine if we had that Halliburton, dude?
What in the world? What, look.
So don't give me that I wanted Halliburton. I am Johnny come lately. I am good at analyzing after failure happens. I don't see it coming. I am Monday morning quarterback. I am going to keep it a stack tall. I don't want to be a GM.
You're like, here's where they went wrong.
Here's where they went wrong. Hey, yo, fair. You saw what they just did? Did you see what they just did? That wasn't right, yo. That wasn't right. I wouldn't have did that.
Let me do something right quick. I gotta do something right quick, y'all. I gotta do some network stuff real quick.
Your man, G-Man for life.
And this is your boy, the one and only Cornerstone Kev, a.k.a. Star Child. And we're the hosts of the hit YouTube show, The Pod Couple.
Hey, please tune in on every Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, at 6:30. We'll be here to get you the latest buzz, rumors, gossip, and opinions on our beloved New York Knicks. There will be laughs and surprises.
But no tears. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and turn on the notification bell, and share this on social media and spread the word.
Again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you there.
And please say a prayer for us, because I don't know how I can deal with this guy right
here.
There
we go ad lib. See, this is what happens when we ad lib, right?
That was pretty good.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, City for Real, here. Y'all know what to do, man. If y'all haven't done so already, like, subscribe, and share it to the channel. It's the Blood Orange Tears family, the co-host of the Knicks at Night podcast. Y'all know how I like to do. Get that energy all the way up. Show those orange and blues in the chat. Let's get this thing going for the Knicks at Night podcast. Your boy, City for Real. Peace.
Bam. There we go.
Yeah.
You had to get some.
You gotta fix this on that last one.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh, but real rap though, y'all gotta I hope y'all hitting that like button. Smash that like button. Y'all know where it's at. Hit that and tell a friend.
Yeah.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, share across your networks. Share across your social media network.
Not only hit the like button, but I need for you to subscribe so you know when GI and Free Keith are on, if they do a pop-up, and you need to know when that happens, right? You didn't know
This is what we do. We might pull up, like, yo, like we might close this down and just pull up again in another 2 hours because we got so much.
And if you want to, and if you're looking for laughter, make sure you subscribe.
So you might as well get that alert going.
Hit that bell because when the pod couple is up, let me tell you something. I get my popcorn and the laughs get the pop.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Shout out to my man Cornerstone. I don't know where you at and what you doing, but I know when I find out, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm just saying, I'm gonna talk about
it. He said Freezy don't pay him enough.
My little man Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah,
leave my little man Bilbo Baggins alone, yo.
He said Freezy don't pay him enough for random pop-ups. He stay in his time slot.
Yeah, he's strictly going by his contract. My contract state.
Check it out.
Like what my contract say, then that's what I'm doing.
What I like to do is just be around, and when things happen, they just happen. You know what I'm saying? So I could potentially be in the center of Madison Square Garden on the big screen, and you're like, "That's G-Man. What's he doing in Madison Square Garden?"
Them.
I'm talking about Blorange chairs in the New York Knicks, baby. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Watching you guys up here, it gave me new energy. You know what I'm saying? I am revitalized, and everything is going on. And I want to know, Keith, what is it that you put on your head to make it shine like it shine? Because I got the dome look going on right now. I need for my dome to be shining, brother. You know what I'm saying?
She wouldn't like me telling you all that. Relax. Relax. You take it easy. You take it easy. You take it easy.
And I'm gonna need a whole pause on this conversation, a complete pause.
Relax. There's nothing but fruits and berries.
Fruits and berries. Look, juices and berries.
Juices and berries.
Y'all on fire tonight, boy. On fire.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna ask Free Keith this because I legit wanted him to get in his.
Wait, I thought we was gonna handle what Ghetto was talking about Randle.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I want to know why people hate Randle so much. Why do fans hate Randle so much?
Why, if Jason Tatum was on the Knicks and did exactly what Randle did and had a bad playoffs, fans wouldn't care. They'd be like, man, do you see how far Jason Tatum took us? Without Jason Tatum, we're nothing. But they won't say that about Randle. Treat that man right. And I'm going to tell you something. You want to talk about why you don't get free agents? They watch how you treat Randle. You got an all-pro player. You never had another all-pro player. Don't pay him if you want to, and see if you ever get another free agent to walk in that door.
I agree. I agree.
Let Milwaukee fans have been Knicks fans, and see how quick Giannis would have got booed out in his first seasons there.
Yep.
He would have.
And they would have been looking stupid. They would have been walking around with the gas face right now. The gas face.
Right. But when you look at
one playoff, they're kicking this man's back in. He got the team on his back the whole season. One playoff, they kicking this man's back in, yo.
How much more do you need to see from Randle? G-Man, how much more do you need to see from Randle?
What more do y'all need?
So this is my thing, and I'm on record. You roll the tape back, and any show that I've been on, I said I needed to see one more season from Julius Randle to make sure that what I saw last year is real. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
But in my opinion, though, it doesn't even. In my opinion, he had a phenomenal season last year. Like it doesn't even meet the standards of last season for me to still believe that is true.
Right.
He raised historically he raised his 3-point shooting 10 points, 10%.
Right. But
and if he does do it, G-Man, how much you'll pay him?
The max.
I'm gonna max him.
But
bums out there got max.
The thing is Julius Randle has averaged 21 points and 11 rebounds the last 3 NBA seasons. Right? The last 3 NBA seasons. And we need to see one more season?
Freezy, for me, if it's my checkbook, right? It's my checkbook, and you telling me that you want me to pay. If Freezy comes to me and say, G-Man, check this out. This is what you ain't gonna come to me. Your agent gonna come to me and be like, this is what Freezy needs in order for him to keep, producing and doing the thing that he does. And this is what I'm gonna tell your agent. I understand the success that you had in the last 12 months. I get it. And that's the only reason I'm talking to your agent right now, because of the success that you had last month. But this is where we are. This is where we are. And this is exactly what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to look him eye to eye. I'm going to get in my position, and I'm going to look him eye to eye. Mano y mano. I'm going to be like, look, if Freezy can produce the numbers that he produced last year, this year, I don't need the exact numbers. I need for you to be someplace in that the medium,
in
right?
that area.
In the area, exactly.
You in that area, dude. It's bums out there who haven't produced any kind of like.
Right.
If Cat getting a max, if Karl Anthony Towns getting a max, Randle's getting a max.
So
period.
What I'm not going to do is base my wallet on what somebody else is doing. What I'm telling Freeze's agent is this: if you are in the band of excellence in the next season, then I'm gonna max you out.
Then I'm not taking your max. What I'm doing is I'm leaving, going to another organization, and I'm gonna talk that S about how you handle the situation. Because nobody wants to come to New York, and I came to New York and succeeded because the guy before me name was Noah Vonleh. How did he do? What about Quincy AC? Did you like his production?
This what
did you like Kyle Quinn?
Actually, the guy before him, the guy who he's literally replacing is Melo, and look how Melo was treated.
Right
on his way out.
Right.
So like you can't.
You mean the star? You mean the star?
So you can't do that to no next star. You can't just treat. You can't do that to the next star. You can't.
Right.
So
you can't treat a star like a star, bro.
Fire everybody in the organization. You cannot do that again. Now. Years later, you can't do it.
Right.
So this is what I'm telling you. You have the option to do whatever you want to do. But if I'm spending my money, I'm telling you what you're going to have to do to get my money. I'm telling you what you're going to have to do to get my money. So if you choose not to take it, okay.
And Julius Randle agent gonna say, good luck finding another guy to come here and being a star.
He can say that.
Because y'all been star searching or star chasing forever. You had one and you let him go.
This is what I'm not going to do. I'm going to frame the organization to where we're not doing it anymore. What we want to do is build. And me too. Look,
they locking down Randle. All this discussion that we're having is nonsense. He's not getting extended. They're not even offering him an extension. Those guys have a relationship. Mm-hmm. They have a relationship. Dude, they know that they're giving him his bread over the cap. He's getting his bread in his 5th year. Fans need to accept that. It's going to be a 5-year max contract coming at the end of this season.
Get ready for Randle to make about 32, 33 mil a year.
Maybe not that much. He might. I think anywhere from 28 to 30 is what we can expect that he is walking away from the table
if
with.
He make the All-Star team, bro. If he make
the All-Star end of this season,
if he make the All-Star team again,
if he makes the All-Star
again, then he's gonna be in that 33 mil range. Yeah, he's gonna be in that range. And if
the Knicks are good, he's making the All-Star team. Period.
Yep.
And he's getting 200 million. And I bet the chat is going crazy. I bet the chat is going bonkers. Yeah. That one of their own players could play well enough to earn 200 million irks them.
Right. They mad about that because it's not the player they wanted.
Right.
It's not the move they wanted.
And Freaky,
like Cats, we'll get a chip. We'll win a chip, and Cats like, oh, but can he do it again? Yeah, it's like we want to strangle Knicks fans.
What it is though is if we had drafted Julius Randle, then we would not be having this conversation. Since Julius Randle signed as a young free agent,
we wouldn't because his leg will be broke.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm saying is this about Julius Randle.
Yo, somebody said Julius Randle worth 4 years, $106 million.
Right now, that's what he
For 4 years.
But he's not signing that.
I wouldn't sign it if I was him.
Yeah, he's not signing that.
I wouldn't.
I'm not signing a max extension. I'm going to wait till the end of my contract, and I'm signing a brand new, crispy 5-year, $200 million contract.
Right.
You're bugging out. And it's on the back of them. And he's confident, and the organization is confident. They've given him this team. We're having discussions back and forth, but this is Randle's team, bro.
This is Randle's team, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
This is Randle's team.
I agree.
The front office knows it. It's the fans that's hating on Randle.
And that's why I wanted to win free agency to take some of the pressure off Randle so he could slide under the radar and be great. Now he has to put everything on his shoulders, and fans are like, we love this team. And then we tell him it's Randle's team. This ain't Randle's team. Kemba gonna do his thing. Can watch what Kemba do. Well, I'm like, you can watch what anybody do. This Randle's gonna be 53% of the offense this year. Book it.
Right.
I give you that. He should be. And he should be. And RJ looking like a slave, like he looked like. He needs to be 53% of the offense. Yes.
So let me ask you guys this, right? So what do you think would be the not even the ceiling? What do you think the productivity from RJ Barrett needs to be this year? For us to believe
top
that,
five.
Go ahead.
Top 5 3-and-D player in the league.
He has to be one of the top.
What?
He has to be one of the top 3 to 5 guys on the team, offensively. Number one. And I'm gonna tell you this: our team as composed right now, like we got like 4 or 5 guys that could drop 20, 25 at any night.
Right.
I counted 6. I'm including Burks. I'm including Burks in that. Did you include Quickly in that too?
You said there may be some perks to that.
No.
It's basketball.
No,
it's all perks to that.
Hey, you need some headphones, bro? No, I said Alec Burks.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. It's 4 to 5 guys on the team. It's 4 to 5 guys on the team that could give us 20 to 25 any given night.
Right.
If I was RJ, I would 100% assume the role of Bullock. I would take any ball handling responsibilities out of myself, give that to the new fancy point guards we got, give that to Fournier. And if I was him, I would stand around and shoot my tail off at 40% all season and look like a superstar. Get 13 3-pointers a game, hit 40% of them, and he will look like an absolute star. He will walk to the big bag. And if I was him, that's absolutely how I'll play this.
If RJ's 3-pointer is for real, like it's been looking for the last 3 months, the last couple months of the season, it's problems.
I agree if he can produce, but I need to see it with my own eyes.
Look, I saw 41 wins in a 72 game season.
Yeah, I did too.
I see our team actually we've upgraded Burks. Upgraded Bullock. We upgraded Elf. So we're a better team. I don't see why we should be going backwards. Unless we're saying like
I'm not saying we're going
we got the chemistry and the continuity going as we brought guys back. Like we running it back with pretty much the productive cats from the squad.
Right. You get no arguments from me there, Keith, at all. The only thing I'm saying,
which is what I wanted. This is beautiful to me. This is so beautiful.
The only thing I'm saying, my question is this: what will be a pass or fail for our RJ Barrett? That's my question. And G.I. just laid it out. So we all, I think we can all agree that at the end of the day, as Julius Randle is the best player on the team right now, today, as we're talking, I think that people also understand that the face of the franchise is RJ Barrett. So if RJ does not produce this year, where do we go from there? That's
face
all
of the franchise. I think we got to be easy on face of the franchise. Just give it one more season.
And what do you mean RJ don't produce?
Wait on that face of the franchise. I think even like
if he don't. He said if, but I trust RJ.
Yeah,
and that's
I'm not
to make
saying I don't
it
trust
easier-
RJ. I don't think that he's going backwards. I think RJ is going to be a star in this league at some point.
I at some point I agree, but my question is this:
I just don't think that. Honestly, I'm glad that Knox is still here.
okay, but again, my question
Knox
is
gonna
this.
get a lot of burn as this team is constructed today.
Yo,
and we
yo,
all we know.
if
Knox gonna
Knox
get a
is
lot
ready,
of burn next year.
if Knox is finally ready, the way this team is constructed, he will get buku minutes, bro.
Look, dude, Knox is third on the
That
depth chart.
6'10", that 6'10" frame gotta be used, yo. It gotta be used.
He's third on the depth chart. Who is he playing behind right now?
Bro, he's third on the depth chart until Chris Middleton just keeps shooting over everybody and he's hot. You gotta run Knox out there because at least he can put a hand in his face.
Okay, all right, I give you that for sure. For sure, he would definitely be a situational player. But what I'm saying is,
this is why I like Mitch too, because you kind of got to worry about, like, if you're a 3-point shooter, you kind of got to think about Mitch too, even if you're at the 3-point line.
okay,
I kind of just like that. I like that you have to think about him no matter where you are on the court.
in the court.
That's a good problem to have.
I would definitely give you that. But you guys still have not answered my question. Well, Gia answered my question. Keith, I need you to answer my question. What will be a pass or a fail for RJ Barrett this year? What is the ceiling and what is the low point?
What was his 3-point percentage last season?
40.1.
40.1.
Yes.
I wouldn't even say I need him to keep that. Like, yo, like if he gives me 38 or better, I'm Gucci. I'm not expecting under 37% shooting from the three. I'd love it if he maintained that if he showed me that 40% was for real.
Right.
Free Keith, he did that without a point guard, bro.
Without a point guard,
Now
without
he has a point guard.
That means that how many of them was off assists? Or those all pull-up threes? Like, or they were mostly pull-up threes?
Mostly spot-up threes.
Yep.
From Julius Randle. That's why Julius Randle was always around the triple.
You turn into a guy that I know can hit it when I throw it to you. That's a problem.
I'm changing RJ to a 3-and-D. I'm taking that ball handling response. I mean, we got all these ball handlers now. Why do I need to pressure RJ to handle the ball now?
James said that he was going to end up as a 3.
I think RJ is doing the complete opposite. Right now, RJ Barrett is working with Chris Hanlon on handles.
Jason, he heard me.
And the ability to take the ball to the basket. So that had been the plan all along, right? And for those that say RJ Barrett's 40% from 3 is just last year, RJ actually, after the All-Star break last year, RJ had an uptick in 3-point percentage. So it's post high ankle sprain from after the All-Star break in his rookie year.
Go further.
Today. Yeah.
Go further. Because what happened when he came into the season, and Jason just reminded me, like, trash. He was 1 for 22, his first 22 3-pointers. Do we remember that? Because I know I was railing on him.
Right.
That his
I was
3-point
railing on him. You was calling him a shooting guard who can't shoot. I remember it like he was clear.
Because that's what he was.
That's his job.
Because that's what he was.
That's his job. Remember, Free keep saying that on the Knicks One job.
It's in your job title. You gotta be able to shoot. How you a shooting guard that can't shoot? You just a guard.
Right. Right. So
but he must have heard me. He must have heard me.
So to answer what G-Man said, a pass or fail for RJ Barrett is a step backwards in production. If he takes any step backwards in production, then it's a fail for this season, because year 3 is the year that young shooting guards and wings take that step to stardom, or they don't. Yeah. You see it from everybody, and I have the RJ Barrett database. I can pull it up if you. I compared him to 5 or 6 other stars.
His trajectory is solid.
Yeah,
he's got a solid trajectory.
It's better than Paul George. It's better than Kawhi Leonard. It's better than Bradley Beal. It's better than Zach LaVine.
So y'all don't have no increased defensive. Y'all don't want to see nobody as an individual increase defensively.
Yeah,
because Kemba's got to be better. Kemba, Fournier, and RJ has got to be better. If they go on the floor together and they've been the best historically as they've been, we're in trouble.
RJ's a plus defender, though.
But he has to get better on ball defending. There were times last year where I saw him playing on the ball, and it was hard to see. There was a game against Phoenix where Reggie Bullock was playing so-so against Devin Booker, and he switched up against RJ Barrett, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, he was hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some games.
Yeah, you told me that actually. I never realized that he was hurt, but you always bring up that he had like an ankle injury. So I guess I never saw that, but I guess if you're saying so, I guess so.
It's fact. Julius Randle was hurt last. People complained about Randle defense last year, and Randle was hurt too. Randle had the nagging deep thigh contusion, and people were like, "Oh, it's only a bruise." Nah, it wasn't a bruise in a deep thigh contusion.
That was the friendly fire by Alfred Payton, doing a ninja knee to Julius Randle, the only player that we had that was going 100 for us. Even that, Alfred Payton messed up on that. So
yeah, because they complained about Randle's defense in a few games last year, and Randle had muscle fibers torn in his thigh. And if you ever had muscle fibers torn on the top of your thigh, bro, you know it's something that you can't even walk with. And the dude played with, he only missed one game. You know what I'm saying? And they made him sit that Milwaukee game, and we almost lost that Milwaukee game to a team that didn't have Giannis, Chris Middleton, or nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we looked horrible. We looked horrible that game, and they had like literally the third string team out there almost beat us. They had guys I never even heard of coming up and shooting 3-pointers on our face.
Yep, and so Hadouken and Sharon, and credit to him. I saw it, and I looked back and read some stuff. RJ had the ankle thing going on. That's why he looked stiff going to the basket. People were like, "Oh, he's just a robot," but he played through injury. But nowadays, NBA players don't get credit for being tough because of the load management thing. If you load manage, people are like, "Yeah, he load managing to prevent such and such." But the guys that tough their way through it, all we look at is stats. Like, oh, if he was hurt, he shouldn't have played. Some guys are just tough, bro. We got to give people credit for being tough.
But it's a thing. Durability.
Durability is
not you, Eddie C. I'm just saying in general. I'm not.
No, I know, but what I will say is sometimes Julius Randle, and I can't really blame him because when you hold the offensive output on your shoulders on the team, if you're the best player in the team, sometimes you're going to have lapses, and most of the times that's going to be on defense. You can see sometimes where the old Julius Randle creeps back in his head and he just doesn't want to go and do it. He doesn't want to go and box out, or he doesn't want to go. Most of the times what it is he doesn't want to go to the 3-point line and defend the 3-point line. That's his major Achilles heel when it comes to defense. But all in all, I can't complain about Julius Randle defense last year. I think he played remarkable defense. He held down the position. He was one of the best power forwards in the NBA last year. And I'm hoping that he's coming back with even better statistical numbers, even a better offensive output, because he's on a contract year, right? He wants to get the bag. So he's going to have to be even better than he was last year and propel us to at least more than one win in the first round of the playoffs.
Good. Your man.
That more than one win in the first round of the playoffs is going to be based upon who we see. The top teams and the top 5-6 teams in the Eastern Conference could all win the championship. So it's very possible we could get swept by a much better team.
Right. Hey,
especially since we can't defend.
To me, it really doesn't matter if we're the 8th.
Hold on for a second. I just want to say something real quick, man. So
I need to see 2 wins in the playoffs next year.
Hold on for a second. Hey, so me and Free Keith got to get out of here, man. We up against it. It's a time crunch. If y'all want to rock, I can, just leave the joint open so y'all can rock for a few minutes. If that's what y'all want to do. Hey, Free Keith, you want to piece them up before you get out of here?
Sure.
You're gonna thank everybody. Thank you everybody for watching this freestyle.
Thanks everybody for watching the freestyle. Yo,
man,
I caught the
he had a great mental fuck. That was the mental fuck.
The brain freeze right quick.
That was epic. That was an epic.
I'm glad I was able to come out here and holler at y'all. Like, yo, continue to fuck with your boy. Pardon the French, but you know how the gangster gives it up. Yo, I'm glad to see y'all out in this Knicks street. We on a positive run. I really need cats. Like, we need that positive energy now more than ever. Don't be a grumpy Gus like GI. Like, let's go. Let's get it. And I'm gonna see you on the next show. Hit that like button if you didn't, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend.
And Free Keith, that was we usually have $5 penalties, but those are that was a $25 penalty. The FCC they have level of degrees. Yo, that was on behalf of the Knicks Freestyle, I would just like to apologize to the women and children that are present amongst us, to the religious right. I just want to tell you, this is a family-oriented show. Please, Free Keith. Please, Free Keith. Please, Free Keith. Can you stop? Please let me do what I have to do here, please. I'm trying to clean up your mess. Thank you, sir. I just want to tell you, just want to remind you, this is family-oriented, and we absolutely honor our sponsors, and we apologize to the internet.
Peace out. That's what you call damage control.
Just mention me because I'm real.
Yeah, man.
Hey, yo, I just want to say thank you guys for allowing me to grace your presence on your platform. You know, I love what you guys do. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
It's inspirational. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you guys. Salute to the Blorange Tears Network, and salute to the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and salute to the
Freezy,
chat.
Freezy, we're gonna say good night. We're gonna end it here. I just want to say to the chat, thank you for putting up with GI for the last 2 days, because I know my persona. I know my persona to date has been the reasonable one. I know how happy I was last season. You know, the other channels I participate in, I'm all under the NBK brand. Shout out to Sim and NBK as a whole, and the whole umbrella and everybody that falls under it. We're going to get through this. It's tough times, though, but you got to understand, as a long-suffering fan, you know, I want to see things a little sooner than later, but I'm going to be patient with the young folks, and don't throw me out the ship. I'm still a Knicks fan. Knicks forever. I love you guys. Let's do this.
Yeah, yo, all right. So everybody, thank you for watching Knicks Freestyle. We're gonna try to do some more stuff. The executive producer of the joint, Free Keith, is calling all the shots, or calling most of the shots and stuff on the joint in the direction. So we're gonna try to figure something out. We don't know if we're gonna do live or video or whatever, but we're gonna we're gonna continue to bring you quality content, right? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, right? I don't know if we're gonna be able to do. I don't know how we're gonna do the Knicks at Night podcast tonight, but I think we're gonna be on. So y'all, so stay tuned for that. Once we get the time and all that stuff like then you know, we'll put the notifications out there. Yeah, smash that like button, and remember, the Pod Couple will be airing tomorrow at 6:30. So stay tuned for that. Make sure y'all check for that, and we're gonna leave y'all with a little Brandon, right?
All right.
Yo, party people in the place to be. It's your man's Uncle Freezy. I'm the host of the Knicks Morning Drive on your favorite YouTube channel, Blorange Tears. Please tune in every weekday, Monday through Friday at 8:45-ish to get the latest buzz, rumors, and gossip and opinions about our beloved New York Knicks and other things going on around the NBA. Of course, you know, there'll be laughs and surprises and a bunch of other stuff. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn the notification bell on, and share on your social media platforms. Spread the word so we can continue to grow the Blorange Tears family. Again, this is your man, Uncle Freezy, host of the Knicks Morning Drive. Looking forward to seeing y'all tuning in every weekday at 8:45-ish. Peace.